Hi, welcome to RecipeCheckr. Today's menu is Jeera Pulao. Jeera Pulao is a very popular but a simple dish to make, and it can take only about 20 minutes. And Jeera Pulao goes very well for your lunch or dinner with your paneer butter masala or butter chicken or dal makhani. Jeera Pulao requires a bit of a planning, and these are the ingredients we have here. And I have the basmati rice, which is already soaked for about 30 minutes and ready to be cooked. And we have the other base ingredients for Jeera Pulao. So let's come with me. I'll show you how to make a good, a tasty, and a restaurant style Jeera Pulao. And I have a small non-stick pan. This is where I'm going to cook the jeera rice. 3 spoons of ghee. Then I'm going to add the whole garam masala, the bay leaf, the cinnamon, the black cardamom, and I'm going to pinch the green cardamoms and then putting it, and then probably about 3 to 4 cloves. So this whole garam masala is the base flavor which you get for jeera rice. So I just leave it for about few seconds till those whole garam masalas getting soaked and just emitting the flavor out. I'm going to add the jeera into it. It just started crackling and the flavors is out. So this is very important, the point you add the jeera, because in the jeera pulao, the jeera shouldn't be too dark. So you need to make sure you're not adding jeera and then frying it for a long time. I'm going to add the onion, what we have sliced and kept it ready. We have to fry the onion beyond the golden brown color. The jeera pulao is a very simple dish, but there are few processes which you need to keep it right. Else it may give you a different flavor, different color. So it's a very critical element that the methods are most important. So Indian cuisine is all about methods, and Jeera Pulao is one classic example for it. And you don't under fry the onion and you don't over fry the onion. So the onion is nicely getting fried, and I can see the aromas coming. Probably in about few seconds, I'm going to add the ginger garlic paste. I will add the green chilies before that, the slit green chilies, so that it gives a bit of a time for the flavor of the green chili to get into the whole process. So I'm going to add the ginger garlic paste at this stage. So you see the onion color, and probably about 1.5 spoons of ginger garlic paste. The ginger garlic paste is almost getting cooked. Then usually the ratio for adding the water is about 1:1. Because it's a basmati rice which is soaked for about already 30 minutes, it's absorbed about half of the amount of water which is required. So I'm going to add only just one portion. So if you have about 350-400 grams of basmati rice, I'm going to add the similar quantity into it. Before that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. So that will cook the onion quite easy. And now I'm going to add about a similar quantity of water. So about 350 ml to about 400 ml. And I just leave it for about few minutes. I'm going to close the lid and leave it to boil. Then once it starts about to boil, I'm going to add about half of this milk, which is going to give you the nice color. Then finally adding the rice. Now the water is come to boil. I'm going to simmer it. I'm going to add about 100 ml of milk. The reason you're adding the milk is going to give you a really white jeera pulao in color. So now I'm going to add the rice. And you need to be very gentle when you're dealing with the soaked basmati rice, otherwise it will break. Because the whole idea is your jeera pulao has to have a nice long strings. And I just stir it gently. And I just leave it open cooking for about 75%, 70 to 75%. And this is the most critical part of the jeera pulao cooking, because you don't overcook it at this stage or you don't undercook it. So you just wait till the rice fully absorbs the water and it's about to just got really onto the similar level, and you're going to put it on a simmer and you just dum it with the lid for about a further 30% of the cooking. You can see the rice is just increasing the volume, and then the water is just fast disappearing. And it's one of the reason I use the non-stick is you can try because it's very easy. It won't burn the bottom, especially when you dum. If you don't have a proper heavy plates for do the dum, and this is an ideal one. And you see that the water is almost disappearing. It's almost 70% cooked. At this stage, I'm going to simmer it. This is the right consistency. You see the water is just going below the rice level. I'm going to just close the lid and leave it for about 5 minutes. It's on absolute simmer, and then you should be completely done. Then we'll see that how nicely the Jeera Pulao has cooked with clean, neat single strings. This is ready now. It's almost about 5 minutes and it's on pure simmer, and you can see it's nicely, you got the formation of steam inside the clear glass, which I could see, and it should be ready. So I'm going to switch this off now, and I'm going to open, and you can see that how nicely the rice is cooked. It's perfect consistency. You see the rice is not broken. It's all nicely cooked, and you can see it's an individually, you can able to see the strings, and it's very important critical point how to break the rice and then serve it. So you always don't just stir it in the middle, and you need to just take from one side of it and slowly started breaking. Just toss it over, and this is beautifully come out well. So this is ready to be served. You see this, the strings are individually beautifully standing out. If you just leave it, obviously the steam just get arrested inside, will further cook the rice. So the dish is ready, and I'm going to put it in a serving bowl, and I'm going to garnish it with brown onion as well as some mint leaves. Thank you so much, and please do try this recipe at home, and if it comes out well, please give us a like and give your feedback on your comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Have a good day.